Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to ARK for Noobs episode 5. I know it has been years since I posted in this video log, and I'm really sorry about that. Um, but the good news is we are back. We are back. We'll be doing weekly videos for you guys explaining everything from the very beginnings, like today, all the way up all the way up to tech gear, bosses, just the more advanced type of stuff. But I am sorry. I'm sorry for how long I've been gone. Um, I'm glad that I'm able to get back into this with you guys and able to get back to doing what I love. And I hope you all are ready because today is going to be a very introductory video, but at the same time, we are looking at just explaining things that I might have missed explaining in the past. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
I got him! Yeah. I don't even care that I'm like dying.
Alright guys, so we are here on my private island. I would have done this video on our server, but we're having a little bit of trouble with raids right now, so we're gonna make do with what we've got. But today, what I really wanted to start off with, we can come turn that off and I can put that out. What I wanted to start off with was going through the initial buildings, the initial pretty much everything that you're gonna want very early on, because I feel like I missed going over some of those items and some of those resources and stuff in my other videos. And so I wanted to just kind of recap in this first video and show everybody like what I'm talking about when I'm talking about resources, what I'm talking about when I'm talking about fuel, everything like that. So the biggest one I want to start with is the mortar and pestle, which you can see my brother is just laying here. Let's drag his body out of the way. We're gonna put him over here. Yeah, yeah, and drop. Whoa, what the heck? Looks funny, but all right. We're gonna start with the mortar and pestle. The biggest thing here is this will be your best friend until you're able to get to the chemistry bench. So in most of our servers, most of my personal islands, I have 2 or 3 of these, but in this one, I've only needed 1 at the moment. But this is really where you're going to create the fuel, the resources for almost everything you're going to make in this game. Spark powder is unbelievably important because if you're making spark powder and you're wanting to keep things cold, you need it. So until you get to electricity, which is more advanced, until you get to just that more advanced metal builds, electricity, fridges, everything like that, this is going to be your source of keeping things fresh. Whether it be you using preserving bins like I'm using here, or you're using dinosaurs, you're going to want to keep things fresh. So preserving bins are run off of spark powder. So if I take the spark powder out, the spoil time on everything goes way down. So it's still running off of the spark powder I just had in there. But like if I take this out of that spoil time is 2 days and 23 hours. I put it back in here, and it's still running off the spark powder. It's 29 days. Right? Am I reading that right? 29 days. Might even be 29 months. But it is incredibly. It's an incredible amount longer than if you were to just have it, say, in your inventory or in Merchant Tavis or anything like that. Another crazy thing about spark powder is it's the leading fuel for gunpowder. So if you're making gunpowder and you're wanting to get to the firearms stage of everything, let's grab some charcoal out here. You're gonna need a lot of spark powder because it does take one spark powder and one charcoal for every one gunpowder. So we're just gonna make our 97 or however much it was, 98. Um, and this spark powder is going to be used not only in the smithy for your simple firearms, like your simple pistols or your simple rifles, simple bullets, shotgun rounds, simple rifle ammo. But once you get to the fabricator, it's also used for everything that's more advanced. So gunpowder is used for your advanced bullets, your advanced rifle bullets, your sniper bullets. Um, Pretty much every type of firearm or explosive or anything that you're going to use in the game, you're going to need gunpowder for. So let's stop that because it's loud. The next thing I want to go over is narcotics. We've kind of gone over narcotics in some of our other videos, but narcotics are going to be your main source of taming. So whether you're using shrink arrows or you've gotten to the point where you feel comfortable building tranquilizer darts, which you have to build simple rifle rounds for first, and you have to put it in the simple long neck rifle. You're going to need your narcotic. So if you're doing arrows, it is one simple stone arrow and one narcotic, and you're going to make one shrink arrow. If you are doing the tranquilizer dart, you're going to need a simple rifle round, 2 pieces of metal ingot, and 3 narcotic for every 1 shrink dart. Now, shrink darts are a lot more potent. You're not going to use as many of them, but you have to hit your shots. You can't walk in expecting to take down a Rex with 3 shrink darts if you're going to miss. It's just not going to work. You're going to have to be able to hit your shots. But that's where the narcotic comes in, and it also helps a lot where if you have something like a Rex that's downed in taming, and you don't have prime meat or you don't have kibble, and you're just using raw meat, it is going to take a long time, and there is potential that dinosaur wakes back up. The best way to go about keeping them down is bringing some narcotic with you or some gel. I forget what it's called off of jellyfish, like the biotoxin. That's what it is. And when you put it in their inventory, like you would any other meat to tame it, you can hold E if you're playing on computer, or if you're playing on console, you can pull the trigger, and it actually force feeds it to them, taking their torpidity back up and making them stay asleep longer. And the reason you use narcotic or biotoxin over, say, punching it or shooting it more is the more damage you do to it while it's asleep, the actual percentage that you're getting off of your tame will go down because you are doing damage to it after you've already knocked it out. So that's a little bit more about the narcotic, and we'll use everything that I'm talking about through more of our videos, but I just wanted to kind of go over and make sure everybody understands where I'm coming from before we get into those videos. Now, the last thing that you're going to want to make right now, at least, is cementing paste. So cementing paste takes stone and keratin or chitin. Keratin and chitin is pretty difficult to get. I'm not going to lie. Unless you have a frog or some form of wolf or saber-tooth, and you're going to caves or you're going to the swamp areas, chitin is going to be hard for you to get. But that's a story for another video. But you are going to end up using cementing paste for almost everything past the smithy. So you're going to need cementing paste to get to the fabricator. You're going to need cementing paste to do anything that's made out of metal, pretty much. A lot of the later saddles you're going to need cementing paste for, like the Bronto platform saddle. And then especially when you get to the fabricator, you're going to need cementing paste for everything. Polymer is what you're going to make almost everything in the cementing paste out of. Nearly everything, if not everything, takes polymer in here. And to make polymer, you're going to need 2 obsidian and 2 cementing paste. So as you can see, you're going to need a lot of it, because if you want to make, say, the rifle, you need 60 polymer and then an additional 50 cementing paste. So that 60 polymer is already 120 cementing paste, and then you're going to need 50 more. So that's 170 cementing paste going to one item, one thing. So as you can see, that gets incredibly important. Moving on from the mortar and pestle, let's go back to the smithy. One of the biggest things that I feel like I didn't explain very well is what things actually do in here. What you're really going to want to look at is what you need for whatever job you're doing, whatever task you're trying to do within this game. So like lately, my brother and I have been trying to just build up our base, get everything to the max potential, bring in dinosaurs that are going to help us. So I have been making a lot of simple rifle ammo, which has been turned into tranquilizer darts so that we can go and get these tames. We also live, I don't know if you guys saw it earlier, we live right next to the snow. We're right next to the blue obelisk, and so it gets really cold. And as you can see, I'm wearing fur armor, so we took time, we went in there little bits at a time, and we got enough fur or pelt to where we could make that. The biggest thing is just, if you're not on a server, if you're playing by yourself, keep everything that you need in here, you know? That way it's all in one place. Like, I have all of the items that I'm going to need to be making what I'm working on in one spot. I don't have to run over there to any more boxes. I don't have to go anywhere. That's uber helpful for time, and then you can also get a lot more done during your session if everything that you're trying to make is all in one spot. Moving a little bit ahead, if you end up getting to the point where you're at the fabricator and you're starting your metal, your journey into metal, your journey into fabricated weapons, fabricated firearms, everything like that, you're going to need a fuel source. And so for the fabricator or anything along with it, that happens to be gasoline. So as you can see here, I have 158 gasoline in there. A lot of people ask, how do you get gasoline? How do you make it? It's very simple, but nobody really talks about it. So you're going to throw hide and you're going to throw oil into either a refining forge, a cooker, anything that you're turning on that's getting lit on fire. You can pretty much throw that in there, and that is going to turn into gasoline. I believe it is 5 oil, 5 hide, and it'll make a stack of 5 gasoline for you right off the bat, which we'll see here soon. So while I let that cook, I'll keep going a little bit. But yeah, so you're going to need a fuel source, just like you need wood for a refining forge, wood for, campfires. You have to have something that'll turn it on. The only reason you don't need anything for that for the smithy is everything is being done by you by hand. Yeah, there we go. So I think it was 6 gasoline actually, and 5 hide, and it gives you, or 6 oil, 5 hide, and it gives you the 5 gasoline. And then you just put it in there, and you'll have this option to turn on. So like if I turn this off and I take those out, that option disappears. That is the only way you can use this. That is the only way you'll ever be able to use this going forward. It's just how it is. Another thing to note, don't turn this on and turn this back off every time you're using it. So if you watch this number here, if I turn it on, it instantly goes down to 66. If I turn it off and I turn it back on, it instantly goes down to 65. So the reason you're not going to want to do that is every gasoline will last you an entire hour. Um, so if you are playing for an extended session and you're consistently turning it on and off, you can run through 35 gasoline in that one session. But if you're playing for an extended session, say 6 hours, and you just leave it on, that's only 6 gasoline you're going to run through in that 6 hour time period, which ultimately, you're saving yourself resources, you're saving yourself time. You don't have to go get more oil, you don't have to go get more hide to turn into gasoline, you don't have to cook it. Um, this game, majority of the time, is about saving. It's about saving time. The more time you can save yourself, the more stuff you can get done in one day, the more productive you're going to be. The last thing I'm going to go over, which is we kind of already went over it, but how to get charcoal. So a lot of you probably already know this, but for you guys that are new, I'll just explain it real quick. Charcoal is created when you're burning wood, not thatch. Thatch will just burn away. Wood has to be burnt. I believe the ratio is 1 wood to 1 charcoal, but sometimes it doesn't quite seem that way, so there might be a little bit of a bug with that. But like if I turn this on, 1 wood will go away. It won't instantly give me a charcoal, but from that point forward, every time a wood burns, it will give you a charcoal. And once again, charcoal is what you got to bring over to the mortar and pestle to make your gunpowder. So without further ado, guys, I hope you all really enjoyed our first video back. I am so excited to be back with you guys, so excited to be bringing you guys content, helping you guys out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will, like I said, be doing videos every week. If you guys want to join my Discord, I will leave a link for that in the description below. Also, comment, guys. Like, if you have a specific question about how to do something, I'll do videos for you guys specifically. I'm here to just help the community. There's a reason why I do this. There's a reason why I love doing this. People don't know, especially with potential for ARK 2 coming out. It could be a whole new game. It could keep a lot of the systems, but who knows? Yeah, guys, I'm very excited. My dude's very excited, as you can see. He's ready for this, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Peace out. Keep ARKing.